in fifth year, you could make up for those grades in sixth year and still go to university.
See, that sounds way nicer. Do you guys have like ACTs and stuff like that here?
No.
Yeah, that shit is the most stressful experience like ever.
What's ACTs?
An ACT is like the measurement of like basically how smart you are. Like it's a standardized testing that you have to take before going into college or university, and it's like
I think I was my dumbest at that point.
if you don't literally make a certain number, so like I would have made a 26, but I made a 24 in math, and it brought all my like percentages down. So they test you in different areas, and it's like the highest you can get. Now I could be wrong. It's either like a 32 or a 34, and like you have to get a full scholarship. You can, if you make above like 27 or 28, again I could be wrong, then you get a full scholarship to like loads of different like unis. So basically, if you're really fucking smart,
the American like uni fees are like obscene.
But like but I used to get test anxiety, like not in school as much, but like for ACT and stuff like that. When I got older, I was better. But like imagine like all of your like university shit, like being able to get in rides on taking this one test that you have to pay for.
Yeah.
So like at this point when I had to take my ACT, I wasn't living at home. Like I was like literally couch surfing on different like friends' like houses and stuff like that. And I was working full time, paying rent, all these different factors. And then I had to pay to get this ACT test done. But I was living in this like in my friend's house, and she liked to throw parties and stuff like that, and like I can't say anything, it's not my house, like I'm not like I'm got the ACT tomorrow,
bitch,
like,
please,
no, like and so like she throws like a massive party, and so I wasn't drinking. I had like a red cup in my hand, but it was like with water, and the police get called because it was a really big party, and it was more of like a residential, but like you had like an acre of land kind of property in America, and someone called the police, and the police show up, and again, I'm the only sober one. She is literally so drunk that I'm like, you stay here.
I think
like, do you know what I mean?
Friends.
Yeah, like she was so drunk. Everybody was drunk, but I said to everyone, because I know the law. Like, do you know what I mean? I was like, everyone just stay on the property. Like, do you know what I mean? They're not allowed to come on your property, like, you know, unless they have permission. And I went up and I was like, this is my house, like, you know, because I was like the person, like, this is my friend's house, but I live here kind of thing, because I was only staying there for like a week or something. And the police, and I had a red cup in my hand, I was talking to them. Now, I wasn't acting like I was drunk, do you know what I mean, at all. And this is why I do have a wee bit of a chip on my shoulder with the police in America, is because I was standing on the grass in her like yard, and then he's standing on the pavement on the road, and he was like, can you come over here and just stand right here for me? And I was like, yeah, of course. So I go and I walk over next to him. Then he fucking grabs me, pulls my arms back behind him, is like, you're arrested for public indecency, for being drunk in public, basically. And I was like, are you fucking kidding? And I was livid, because I was like, I've got the ACT tomorrow. I'm not drinking. I was like, smell me. Let me take a breathalyzer. And he refused. And he literally like manhandled me, like put me in the back of the car. And oh my God, to be fair, I was really young, and I was just raging at the audacity that he wouldn't even breathalyze me or anything to prove that I was right. So I was fucking raging in the backseat. I was screaming. I was like, you fucking pigs. I was like, fuck you, like going nuts. Again, now thinking about it, I didn't really like help myself, but I was just so upset. Like, that's a con. Like, you have conned me into getting into trouble, and I wasn't even the one who was drunk. Like, everybody else was drunk but me. And then
but he looks, man.
Yeah,
men are trash.
Men are trash. He looks up my information, because I think I'd given him my name or something like before, and he was like, I'm gonna drop you off by your mom's house. And like, me and my mom were not on good terms at this point. Like, I wasn't speaking to her, like, because like, as I've mentioned in previous episodes, she was very physical in her disciplining growing up. And so that's why I moved out. And like, literally, I was like, and then my whole demeanor changed. Like, I was like, please don't bring me home. Please don't. Like, I don't speak to her. Look, if you bring me home, she's going to beat the fuck out of me. Like, you don't understand. And like, by the time we had gotten there, because it probably took like 30 minutes to get there. You could see I was literally in tears. I was like, please don't do this. Like, you have no idea what kind of situation you're putting me in. Like, I don't have my car. I can't leave. Like, all these different factors. And then, like, he looked at me and he was like, I'm really sorry. Like, and I was like, you fucking bastard.
What dickhead.
Yeah, goes and wakes my mom up. She's raging. We get in a fight. And I literally, I'm not even joking, like, I ran out of the house. And again, we live in the woods, so I fucking sprint into the woods. She jumps in her car, starts like trying to find me, and I'm just like literally dodging in and out of bullets and like woods and behind houses and stuff, while she's like literally trying to find me to like bring me back, because I haven't spoken to her or seen her in ages at this point. And I was like, fuck this. And it was in the middle of the night. It was probably like midnight when I first started walking. Keep in mind, I'm like miles away from my friend's house, like fucking miles. All my stuff's there, my keys are there, everything. And it took me like 3.5 hours to walk back to her house in the dark. Like, and I was so scared of getting kidnapped that like anytime her car came by, I just like hid like in the ditch. Like, or like I like if a car was coming, I would go and like hide behind someone's house or something, and then I would like start walking back. But
crazy.
And I fucking miss my ACT.
Yeah, I'd be like, the universe is trying to tell me I shouldn't be fucking taking this exam.
Yeah, and I fucking miss
every fucking thing that's happening to me is literally leading me towards not doing it.
Yeah.
The party, you getting arrested by not even being drunk.
I know.
And then literally walking back. So why did you miss it? What, did you sleep in or something?
What do you mean?
No, she almost died.
No, by the time I'd gotten there, it was too late. Like, I had literally missed it. Because, like, the ACT, you have to get there at, like, 7 a.m. Or, like, okay, so maybe it was, like, actually probably way later than that when I started walking. I can't remember times, but by the time I'd got there, it was morning. Like, you know, the sun had come up kind of thing. And, because maybe, like, the thing with my mom took a wee bit longer, and maybe the police didn't show up till maybe 1 a.m. I can't really remember times.
Fucking hell.
But yeah, I fucking missed it. And again, you have to pay for it. So it was like, I literally had to save up to like take it again before I could start uni. And I was like, I was so upset.
That's so annoying.
Yeah, it was like, I learned that law though so fast. I was like, my mom's like biggest thing is like, if you don't know your own rights, that's your fault. Like, you know, like that's so if I would have known, what a bastard, right?
Yeah.
That's how the police be like.
You've got too much power as
But
well
still,
as men.
how does he have the right to arrest you for something that he didn't even do?
But the thing is because he didn't get in trouble, because he didn't actually charge me with anything.
Yeah,
so they can't prove that, because this is when they barely even had cameras in the car. Like, do you know what I mean? So like they couldn't prove that he arrested me. They wouldn't have been able to prove anything. He just like basically he didn't like my attitude and was like, I'm gonna take you home. Little did he know that was not my home. Like, yeah. Oh my God. So like I was like, after that I was like, I hate the cops. Keep in mind my brother's a cop and I don't hate cops. Like, I think there are, like, I've actually had some really good experience with police officers. Like, yeah, and just like some people are assholes. Yeah, but like, but yeah, but you are and you are a public servant in an authoritative, like, is that the right word? In like a place of authority, and you are abusing your authority just because you might not like my attitude. You're not following the rules. He never read me my rights. He never breathalyzed me. Like, yeah,
there was no proof.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what. Yeah. Super stressful. ACTs are stressful.
And men are trash.
Men are trash.
Love it.
Some men.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. Fuck. Don't really know how to like follow that up, to be honest.
No, I haven't thought about that in a very long time. Like, we were just